First at 5, troubled teens accused of outrageous crimes in multiple places in the metro. Tonight, we are learning more about the shocking killings forever changing families and futures. We start in East St. Louis, where a 16-year-old is now charged as an adult, accused of shooting 7 people, killing 5 of them. First Alert 4 investigator David Amilati details the new charges.
The charging paperwork filed just hours ago lays out 12 felony counts against Jameer Davis, including 5 counts of first-degree murder. Prosecutors say because he's 16, the case is automatically in adult court under Illinois law. Investigators allege Davis used a stolen 9mm pistol in these shootings in East St. Louis. One count alleges he took a 2015 white Chevy Traverse during the violent spree. Also tonight, we're learning he is charged with dismembering a body after investigators say Davis removed a thumb from one of the victims.
Hey, right there around the corner, and I just met her about 2 years now. She's a good girl.
What do you remember about her most?
Sit out here and chill.
He had gotten put out, and that he wanted them to give him a place. She wanted them to let him stay with them or whatever. And now they can't be together. Only one day maybe when they go to court.
This video contains discussion of real-life violence and harm to children, which some viewers may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. This video may include images, audio, or video clips used for educational and commentary purposes under Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act. Fair use.
5 members of the same family, dead. 2 others fighting for their lives. 3 different crime scenes. And the suspects? 2 teenagers, including one who investigators say was related to the victims. This is one of the most disturbing family massacres to happen in the Midwest in years, and investigators are still piecing together what led to this unimaginable tragedy. Welcome back to Crime the Eway. If you're new here, we cover true crime stories with respect for the victims while following the facts wherever they lead. Let's get into it. On July 12, 2026, police in East St. Louis, Illinois, just across the Mississippi River from St. Louis, Missouri, responded to multiple reports of gunfire. What officers discovered was unlike anything they'd expected. Instead of one shooting scene, there were 3. Authorities say members of the same family had been attacked in separate locations throughout the city. By the end of the day, 5 people were dead. 2 more relatives had suffered life-threatening injuries. Illinois State Police quickly described the attacks as targeted and assured residents there was no ongoing danger. Officials later identified the victims as Patricia A. May, 74, Cherie L. May, 49, Shania W. Thompson, 25, Quentin L. Thompson, 21, Devin D. May, 24. 3 generations of one family were wiped out in a single day. Family members described Patricia May as the matriarch who held everyone together. Loved ones say she was the heart of the family. The violence also left behind children, grieving relatives, and an entire community searching for answers. Investigators worked around the clock. Using witness information and surveillance evidence, officers tracked a vehicle believed to be connected to the shootings. The suspects were eventually stopped inside Frank Holton State Park. Authorities arrested a 16-year-old male, a 15-year-old female. Police later revealed that at least one of the teenagers was related to the victims. That revelation shocked both investigators and the community. Because the suspects are juveniles, officials have released limited information while the investigation continues. The 16-year-old suspect has been charged as an adult with multiple counts of first-degree murder and other felony offenses. The 15-year-old girl's case began in juvenile court, though prosecutors are seeking to have her tried as an adult. Authorities have not publicly disclosed a definitive motive. Family members have suggested there may have been ongoing family conflict, but investigators have not confirmed those claims and continue to gather evidence. East St. Louis has seen its share of violence over the years, but residents say this tragedy feels different. An entire family devastated, multiple generations lost. Community members have organized vigils and fundraising efforts to help surviving relatives and children affected by the killings. Illinois State Police emphasized that this appears to have been a targeted attack and stated there is no broader threat to the public.
The 16-year-old accused of 5 murders in East St. Louis will remain locked up after today's pretrial hearing that revealed horrific new details of the case. Authorities say the crimes stemmed from a lover's murder plot.
5 family members of a 15-year-old girl were killed. 2 others were shot, including her mother. Fox News' Chris Hayes is in studio, and you have the messages, Chris, that police shared between this boyfriend and girlfriend.
Jasmine and Andy, from these reported Instagram messages detailing a hunt for family members to a severed thumb, prosecutors say was kept in a car's center console. This morning's pre-trial detention hearing revealed much more about the murders allegedly committed by two teen lovers. Prosecutors say the first murder was between July 5th and July 7th here at Samuel Gomper's homes. Cherie May was the first killed, found in a storage tote behind a dumpster. Prosecutors say Cherie's son and mother then came to find out why they weren't hearing from her. That's when Devin May reportedly walked in, surprised the teen lovers, and was shot and killed. Prosecutors say the 15-year-old girl then went to get Grandma, Patricia May, who was waiting in a car outside and was lured inside so that J. Meyer Davis could jump out of a closet and shoot her. Prosecutors say Davis admitted cutting off Grandma's thumb and using it to access her iPhone to steal money. An Illinois State Police rep spoke out at a news conference after the hearing.
This was tragic for both families. This is something that you don't normally deal with and see in this community.
Dr. Anita Bazil is ISP's high-risk communities public safety coordinator who spoke out surrounded by community leaders.
This is not a time for blame. We have to heal. This is tragic for our community. As a native of East St. Louis, I know we can do it. Maybe we can learn from this.
The level of alleged premeditation included Instagram messages read in court. Prosecutors said J. Meyer Davis wrote his girlfriend about shooting and stabbing a cousin, and that the teen girl answered, "I can do that. I love blood," and then also messaged, "Babe, I'm finna lose my whole family for you." Prosecutors say 4 family members were then shot at Jones Park. 2 died and 2 survived, including the 15-year-old girl's mother, and who police say owned the gun that had been stolen to commit the murders. It came out in court that Mom reported her stolen gun to East St. Louis police, along with details of Instagram messages she said she saw between the 2 teen lovers, listing family members they intended to kill. Davis's defense said the truth will come out in trial, calling the killing self-defense and saying his client was hunted rather than being the hunter.
The text messages, the Instagram messages, those are just so chilling. And you saw the defendant, the 16-year-old, in the courtroom. How did he look? How did he appear?
Much younger than 16. And stared straight ahead for a lot of the time, but I saw him raise his eyebrows when the prosecution said he came clean. I saw him glare out the corner of his eye when the prosecution was talking about that severed thumb.
You know, in spite of the severity of the crime, that's one of the key issues here. You have a 16-year-old who says he certainly doesn't look like a grown man.
No.
Right? Safe to say that. His alleged accomplice, she's 15, right? That's his girlfriend.
It's still not named.
It's right. Is that going to change? Will she be moved into adult court?
Prosecutors are asking that, but right now we only know her as WT. Those are the initials that come out in court. WT allegedly wrote this on Instagram, ordered these killings, took some of the shots herself, according to prosecutors, but not named.
Chris, thank you.
As investigators continue processing evidence, many questions remain unanswered. What led to such unimaginable violence? What role did each suspect allegedly play? And what evidence will prosecutors present when this case reaches court? Those answers may not come for months, but one thing is already clear. 5 lives were lost, multiple families were forever changed, and a community is left trying to understand how such a tragedy could happen. We'll continue following this case as more verified information becomes available. If you enjoyed this true crime breakdown, be sure to subscribe to Crime the Eway for factual updates, courtroom developments, and in-depth coverage of major criminal cases. As always, thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Crime the Eway for more stories like these.